What's up, fellow YouTubers? Here's a fun drinking game you can play when you're at the bar next time. If you and your buddies smoke cigarettes and you have your standard Bic lighter, stand the Bic lighter up on the table at a mere distance and then try to take a quarter or a penny or a nickel or a dime of some sort and you spin the coin on the table so that it rolls forward while spinning and try to knock the lighter down. I call it lighter bowling. It's a great drinking game that I've played at CY before and or Frosties or whatever. I'll take my lighter and I'll set it down in front of me on the table and try to spin a coin at it to knock it down like a bowling pin. And every time I knock the lighter down, I'll take a shot, take a drink. I don't know, like something new to try. Like people see me do it at the bar and they're like, "Oh, you just kind of made it a new drinking game." Yeah. No, but that's beside the point. One of the YouTubers I subscribe to posted a video. The YouTuber Millennial Millie, and racist liberals harass black Trump supporters. Ever since Trump has been in office these last 4 years, just about, the last 4 years have gone by so quickly. And in that time frame, we have seen the worst of humanity. Trump supporters have gotten so much crap. Every time they wear their Make America Great Again hat, people knocking off their head, beat the shit out of them, this and that, you know. I'm like, okay, you know what? You're entitled to not like Trump. That's your opinion. But these Trump supporters are allowed to have an opinion too. Okay? And the thing I would ask these crazy liberals or these crazy Democrats who are fucking picking on Trump supporters, I would ask you this one question. How would it feel if you had a Bernie Sanders hat and someone started doing the shit that you're doing to these Trump supporters? Put yourself in their shoes for a second, you know? It's this thing called freedom of speech and freedom of expression, you know, which basically means if you live in America, you have the right to an opinion, even if someone else doesn't like it. And, you know, that's just my point, is maybe you're proving a point with doing that shit. When you can't even wear a hat without offending somebody. You can't even wear a freaking hat without offending somebody. That's all it takes to piss people off anymore, is you wear a Trump hat and people lose their shit. You know? And I'm like, okay, so a hat supporting Donald Trump may offend some people, but people are getting way too pissed off over this issue. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Maybe y'all need to go down to Colorado, smoke some of that fucking legal herb, and think about it for a second. Just be like, okay, I know it's just a fucking hat, but how does that personally affect me if someone else has their own opinion on who they support as a candidate? Even if I don't agree with that candidate, what gives me the right? You know, you want to say, hey, fuck your hat, I think you're a dumbass for supporting Trump. You have the right to that, but that's as far as it goes, you know? You don't have the right to fucking take the hat from someone's head and beat the shit out of them and shit like that. That's going too fucking far. You know? Ugh. I gotta play the video from the beginning. So here's the context of it. a bunch of adults who hate Trump get together with their kids and their picket signs and they protest the people who are supporting Trump. Like, this is the problem with our country is you can't even, imagine if this kind of crap happened to all you Bernie Sanders supporters or to all you other Kamala Harris supporters, or, you know what I'm saying? Imagine that for a second, if, you know what I'm saying, YouTube? Like, imagine for 1 second. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Like, considering that everyone else who's doing this crap to Trump supporters, all the people who are bullying and harassing Trump supporters, you wouldn't like it if they were doing this to you about your candidate. Trust and believe that. You'd be looking at them going, what gives you the right to take my Bernie Sanders hand away? And knock it on the ground, stomp on it just because you don't agree with that politician's views. Fuck. It's exhausting living in this society we live in anymore. Like, where's the booze at? I need a stiff drink. Oh my God, a bunch of adults who are really drunk at a Trump rally harassing some dude because he's black and he's a Trump supporter. Like, Cracker, are you for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you don't like Trump, then have a discussion about Trump and his politics. Why you gotta make it about race? That's what I'm getting at. Like, these fucking liberals give liberals a bad name in general. Okay, there's a libtard and there's a liberal. Libtards are the ones that give liberals a bad name. That's just a fact of life. Instead of these people here having an adult discussion about politics, why do you support this person? Well, here's why I don't support this person. Nope, they gotta make it about race. And it's like, are you serious right now?
What you want to do? No, you touching me because you might fucking
Zero on your family, I swear.
No, y'all ignorant as hell. Like, y'all really fucking ignorant.
This is why you don't bring your kids to a Trump rally, drink, and cuss while holding your children.
Exactly.
Trying to tell us that.
I hope you catching an Uber tonight. I hope you ain't drinking and driving.
That's why they took their children, because I told them I would have the cops come and breathalyze.
Peaceful enough, you bring kids to it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he was intoxicated.
The
lady was.
No, of course you can bring kids to it. You don't hold them while you're intoxicated and cussing and trying to tell a 4-year-old that Trump is done. 4-year-old don't know anything. I'm not saying you can't bring any. You've been drinking, sir. Have a good day.
The lady, I saw her. She was going up to people, vendors at booths, mostly African American vendors, and telling you guys off for supporting Trump.
Right. I mean, I don't know who she is. I don't care who she is. I'm going to support who I want to support.
I support you.
I support Donald Trump. All day, every day.
The underlying intention of when she asked him, "Oh, you're for Trump?" That means,
I already know what she was going to. Oh, you black. You know also Trump a racist. He no racist than what you are.
That, man, who's in the wrong? Us being out here doing stuff, with a permit legally, or stirring the pot like what they normally do.
Yeah.
Drinking and being absurd in the streets. We didn't do anything wrong, but you see, we stick together out here.
Alright, so these Trump supporters have obtained a legal permit, okay? A legal permit to do what they're doing. And there's some kind of street party going on down the street, I don't know. the whole scenario of it. But a bunch of adults, including this lady, walked by this booth and started criticizing this African American for supporting Trump. Like, you know, he said it best. He's like, dude, Trump's no more racist than you are right now. Saying that because Trump's racist that he's not allowed to support him because he's black. Like, fuck off, dude. It's like he said, he'll support who the fuck he wants to support. And I feel that 100%. That's how politics should be. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, or how you fucking grew up, whether you're man or woman. None of that shit should fucking matter anyways. But even in politics, for some ungodly reason, we gotta drag sexism and racism into everything. We can't just, this side supports this side supports this side, and everyone's cool with each other. They just, you know, it's fucking stupid, YouTube. It's fucking stupid. So Millennial Millie's on the scene interviewing these people.
Here, and that's what we do best.
No, I saw what she was doing because she did the same thing down to the vendor down there. It was really rude.
Across the street when she
Can
did
I
it.
ask you a question? Was she not out here to cause a problem? Can you at least answer
No,
that?
it definitely seemed like that. She was going up to the vendors, being very disrespectful and demeaning.
You hear it. It's all the stuff is right.
Oh my God. Man, please.
Get out of here.
I'm white supremacists. Come on, brother. I'm white supremacists. I mean, y'all listen to some of the dumbest shit, bro. Dang, I am a white supremacist. Hey, white supremacist right here. Hey, look at me. Get a good picture. I don't know where these people come from. I've been asking this question all day. Where do they get these folks from?
Don't talk to Millie. Don't talk to Millie. Don't talk to Millie.
Like, there's no way they can be born here in America. There's no way.
They're brainwashed here in America.
That's crazy. I've never in my life seen nothing like this. I go all around the country. I'm a bender. I'm a Trump supporter. When Obama was in office, I supported Obama. But I had to learn that he gave 8 years of promises that he didn't make, that he didn't keep. Trump been 3 years, and every promise he made, he don't care. It ain't a black and white thing. It's what the news and the Democrats want to give out to the American people. You ain't nothing but a computer, and they put all the shit in some of these people, and they cannot comprehend nothing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely freaking ridiculous, man. Oh my God.
I agree. Something's not right. There's some screws loose, right?
It's I don't know.
Have you seen them over there? Them yelling and screaming?
But the signs, just look at the signs that they have. You say hate, right? But you turn around and you out here. Yeah, but you turn around, you in here with masks. You out here fighting the police, throwing up stuff against the police, fuck the police. I mean, but then you say no hate. But we the ones out here supporting the police, supporting America, and this is what they want to do. Give us the shit.
God bless the military.
I mean, exactly. I mean, these people, man.
You can't make this stuff up,
You can't make
guys.
this stuff up. You cannot make this up literally nowhere. I swear to God, you can't. If you're black, brown, or blue, you best believe you is a coon or a damn house nigga or something. I mean, it's ridiculous.
That's what the liberals are calling you?
That's what the liberals call you every single day. Friends, I got family members, friends, all of them do the same thing. They no different. Look at this right here. Lock Trump up. Look, this is somebody's grandma should be home on a Monday night taking care of the grandkids or having a good time somewhere. She want to be out here, lock Trump up just to show, put on camera. Put on camera. It don't make sense. Look
You think she's virtue signaling?
Look. And tender as a butterfly. Look at her. If somebody thump her, she gonna fall right on down. The only thing you can do is pray for them. Just I get on my knees in my closet every night and I pray
Well,
for
you
them.
want to go over there with me and pray for them?
I don't want to pray for them right now. I'll pray for it when I get home.
Yeah.
I have to do it in silence, Lord. I'm telling you.
You got to work up for that,
I
you
mean,
know?
yeah, you got to work up.
Okay. That's enough of that. Okay, but he does make a fair point. You know, these Trump supporters are being harassed, and the anti-Trump supporters are preaching about how Trump is so hateful and blah 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 blah. But they're out there angrily and violently protesting Trump supporters. Like, really? That's the pot calling the kettle black, dude. You want to sit there and say that Trump's an evil bastard, that he's racist, and that he supports violence, but they're out there being racist towards this one Trump supporter because apparently, you know, according to the assholes on the scene, this dude's not allowed to support Trump because of the color of his skin. I'm like, that's so fucking retarded. You're out here calling Trump a racist, but you yourself are being racist. So it's like, where's the Jack Daniels? On a real note, some of these people just need to go down to Colorado, smoke some of that legal weed, and think about this shit for a second. Just be like, hey, wait a minute. Like, that black dude's Christian. Hey, no judgment here, man. You do you, man. I'm not here to judge. The reason why I don't go out of my way to judge Christians is because Christians judge me all the fucking time. Christians and Catholics. I've met a couple Christians and Catholics that didn't judge me, and I appreciate that. But, like, the majority of them, they're just like, oh, you practice magic? Heathen! You're going to hell for your sins. Repent. And that's just it. Like, that's just it. I've never understood that. You know, this country was founded on freedom of religion. Therefore, if I'm not going out of my way to harass you for your religious beliefs, why do you do it to me? Like, I'm waving my wand around town to make the crosswalk signs work in my favor, turning on street lights, making them brighter, just whatever, you know? And people drive by in their car and they shout rude shit at me, and I'm like, how the fuck do you know? Are you the divine creator himself, herself, itself? No, you're not. Fucking exhausting. Okay, let's finish the video.
Boy, you got to absorb all this energy, and then you got to go and then just release it to God.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Yeah. Give it to God.
Give it to God. That's all you can do. Give it to God, which they don't believe in no more. They don't believe in God. They don't look. You ain't saying nothing about the woman who's about to kill a baby over here, are you? No, that's not important enough. You rather sit there and lock Trump up. Man, I tell you.
Communist China quietly bought up Hollywood more than a decade ago, and they've been approving almost all the scripts that you see on television or in the movies for many years. And now they own our debt. Now they own the Democratic Party. Now they've merged with Silicon Valley to censor patriots off the air. The Washington Post comes out and says they hope that Xi Jinping, the dictator of China, will, quote, destroy Trump. That's a headline. So InfoWars has been the Paul Revere of this operation. We have blown the whistle continuously and have been proven right. And that's why it's more important than ever that we override Silicon Valley and their Chi-Com masters by word of mouth and spread the word about InfoWars and check out InfoWarsStore.com. That's where the arsenal of our republic is being funded. That's where the tip of the spear is continually being forged, is InfoWarsStore.com.
Well, Trump hasn't kept his promises on all of the things he said he was going to do, but, you know, he has kept his word on some things. But that's kind of beside the point, yo. That's kind of beside the point, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you don't like Trump, fine. You have that opinion, you have that right. Just like the Trump supporters have the right to support Trump. You know, if you see someone supporting Trump and you want to walk up to him and say, fuck you, you're a dumbass retard for believing in him, and call him every name in the book, you have that right. But that's as far as it goes, yo. You don't have the right to just sit there and knock someone's hat off their fucking head. You don't have the right to physically assault someone because you don't agree with their politics, dude. That's what I'm getting at. Like, and here's something to think about. Maybe you're proving that hat's point when you're physically assaulting someone for expressing their opinions. And I don't know about you, YouTube, but I think it's just sad. You know, I thought we had freedom of expression in this country. I thought this country was founded on freedom of expression. But slowly, the right to express ourselves is being taken away. The right to freedom of speech is being silenced. And why? Because they're afraid that someone will say the right thing. Someone will say that one thing that gets people on both sides going, yeah, that dude's right. And what the fuck has happened to America when you can't even support a candidate without someone violently attacking you? Whether you agree with the candidate or not, you know, that's kind of my point. 1 second. Now picture for 1 second, YouTube, if it was a Bernie Sanders supporter acting like that towards Trump supporters. You know? And that's exactly what happens, is you see people who don't support Trump acting like the biggest hypocrites on the planet. And I'm like, you're kind of proving Trump's point, bud. I hate to say it, but I mean, whether you support Trump or not, that's totally your choice as an American citizen. You have the right to not support Trump, just like Trump supporters have the right to support him. Right now, my staff needs some Mod Podge because the glow-in-the-dark paint is dry. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, okay, yeah, so you don't agree with some of the things Trump's done in the past as far as his actions, the racism, the sexism, cheating on his wife, etc. Fine. I hear you. That's some disgusting shit. Do you know how many dudes would love to have a wife as hot as Trump's? Let alone a gorgeous European model, you know. There were a lot of dudes out there who would love to have a wife as hot as Trump's. Like, there were guys who are literally sitting in their bedrooms at home or in their college dorm going, man, I mean, why would you want to cheat on your wife in the first place, let alone with a fake-titted porn star of all things, which, I don't know if Stormy Daniels' tits are fake, I really don't care. That's kind of beside the point. And right now, you know that Trump's wife is livid with this scandal that came out involving her husband. Livid. Trump basically pulled a Bill Clinton and lied to the nation about it. But when Bill Clinton cheated on his wife and lied about it, guess what? He got impeached. Trump lies about cheating on his wife, gets caught up in the lie, and somehow doesn't get impeached. So why did Bill Clinton get impeached for lying about it when Trump hasn't? Like, yeah, that's really something to think about, YouTube. Now, I'm not saying we should impeach Donald Trump. What I'm saying, YouTube, is that people should have the right to support the candidate they want to support without being ridiculed, mocked, or judged by others. Okay. Let this side dry up. That's not going to leave very much section left to podge when I'm done, when this side's done drying. When this side's done drying, I can just flip it over, put it on some paint cans, and then podge the rest of it. So this staff is almost done, YouTube. No, I'm serious, YouTube. It's fucking exhausting living in the society we live in. And all I can do is bitch about it. All I can do is bitch about it. Alright, so that doesn't leave very much left to podge, but because the staff is so big, we'll have to wait until this section dries before I do the other side. Which, that's not a problem. That is not a problem. Yeah. Believe me, I wish I was making it up, YouTube, because the thought of it just it makes your fucking head spin. You know, I would have thought that after having Obama as president, that the racism in our country would have died down just a little bit. But it appears as though it's gotten worse because black people can't even support Trump without being accused of hating their own kind or you're just a racist like him, and it's fucking dumb. I mean, if you want to support Trump because you agree with his policies, you have that right as an American citizen. Well, you should have that right. And this pipe is clogged. Meh. This one's not. I don't know what else to say, YouTube. I really don't. Other than, you know, it's America. We should have the right to support the candidates we want to support. You know, I don't see why it's a freaking issue. I really don't. Anyways, tubes, thank you for watching the rant and watching me work on the staff for Etsy. I'll catch you cool cobras later.